Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Advocate Amit Kumar Gupta. In the series of my lectures on the income tax cases, the case which I am going to discuss today is Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax versus Rajmal Manikchand and Company. This case has been reported in 96 ITR Tribunal, short notes 39, and the matter has been decided by Pune ITAT. And the case has been decided on May 18, 2022. The facts of the case are very interesting, a little bit unique also. In the present case, the assessee was a jeweler and assessee was following LIFO method of valuation of closing stock, that is last in first out. And assessee was dealing in gold and jewelry. The gold was valued by taking a method in which the assessee was valuing its closing stock like this. The minimum stock which was maintained throughout the year was valued at opening rate, and above that the stock was valued at average price. And in case of silver jewelry, the stock was valued at the average rate of opening stock and purchases. When the assessing officer saw this method, he was not convinced with this method, and he said that this is not a proper method of valuation, and assessing officer applied the average rate for all the quantity of jewelry, due to which there was an addition of near about 7.5 crore into the stock of the assessee. The plea of the assessee was that the assessee was following this method since a number of years, and it is an accepted method by the department also. If the department wishes to change the method and the valuation, so that thing should be changed in opening stock also, because when the valuation is disturbed in case of stock, suppose when the closing stock is increased, it will increase the stock of the value of the opening stock in the next year. So it means that the tax effect of that increase in the stock is neutral in the period of 2 or 3 years. So the assessee was right in his approach that you cannot change my method because I am following the method since a number of years, and even if you want to change the method, then you should take the effect in the opening stock also. But the assessing officer did not accept the contention of the assessee, and that is why he made an addition of rupees 7.5 crore near about into the income of the assessee. Assessee went to the CIT appeal. CIT appeal also, in this case, CIT appeal gave the relief to the assessee. That's why the department was before Honorable ITAT. ITAT accepted the version of the assessee and upheld the order of the CIT appeal by saying that the department was not able to pinpoint any defect in the method adopted by the assessee in valuing the closing stock. Last in first out is a accepted method, and if the assessing officer wants to disturb the value of the closing stock, then he should also take the effect of the valuation into the opening stock also. And if the assessing officer will do this, then there is no need, because the plus addition and the minus addition will nullify the amount of the addition, and there will be no tax effect of the assessee. So by following this case, it is concluded that if assessee is following a method of accounting and a method of valuation of closing stock, and if there is no fault in that method, and if that method is an accepted method, then that method cannot be disturbed by the assessing officer without cogent reasons. So in this case, the ITAT gave the relief to the assessee, upheld the order of the CIT appeal, and said that the assessing officer cannot change the method of valuation which is being adopted by the assessee since a number of years, and the same method has been adopted by the department in the previous years also. Friends, this case is very important in dealing with all those cases in which department tries to disturb the method of valuation of closing stock of the assessee. The name of the case is Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax versus Rajmal, Manikchand and Company. Thank you, friends.